I want to show you guys something. You have no idea, after all the shit we've gone through with this car, how good this feels. Ooh, baby girl, let's get in there. All right, YouTube, so after the last video, yes, that was an extremely heavy video, but I had to make a point. Today, gonna be a little more positive. Today we're gonna talk about a couple of new products that I'm using. We're gonna give a shout out to somebody cool, and then we're gonna take old girl here for a drive. We're gonna go through the new startup process with the heavier oil. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but at the same time too, if I'm gonna inform you about something that's going on, I'm gonna make sure you have every aspect of it. So we're gonna go through that today. But first and foremost, before we jump into anything, I wanna say thank you to you guys. And the reason why I know I'm always saying thank you, I'm grateful. But the biggest reason why I wanna say thank you this time is that last video was well received. I was very, very nervous actually putting that video out because I didn't want it seen as an attack. At the end of the day, the whole reason I did it is because I had knowledge that someone wasn't willing to share with the rest of the community, and because of that, what happened to me, I want to make sure it never happens to you. Am I willing and able to step on a relationship in order to save other people thousands of dollars and make sure you're well informed? Absolutely. Two things a man has in this world: his word and his last name. I'm not going to compromise either one of them. So, in that honor, we're going to talk about the first product. All right, pardon how windy Texas is today. It is what it is. It's also a little warm. We got a cold front coming in, a little bit of storms later. So I want to make sure we got this video done for you in a timely manner. So, a couple weeks ago, this company, Shine Armor, reached out to me over Instagram. If you don't follow my Instagram, it's 86face. Super simple, just like the channel. And we've been talking back and forth, and well, they wanted to hook me up with a product, and they wanted an honest, keep in mind, they wanted an honest product review. So, after I got the product, they said, hey, glad you were able to receive the product. We're excited for you to try it. Please go over these points as you can hopefully incorporate them into your video. Their product is an innovative ceramic fused quick dailer that washes, shines, and ceramic coats your ride in one easy application. So this is their Fortify quick coat. Now, before we go forward with the rest of this, I want to make a point. I watched other influencers and what they were doing as far as reviewing this, and they were extremely robotic. I didn't really understand why until I got this message. This message pretty much outlines what they want you to say and what they want you to do. So, for those of you who don't know, and a lot of you don't, probably 95% of you, before I got the Challenger at an FRS, yes, my tubby ass fit in an FRS. I know, I still don't know how I did it, but that thing was fun. It was also ceramic coated. My Challenger is C-quartz? Hold that thought. It's in the door. Yeah. My Challenger is C-quartz Reserve Finest by our guys over at Elite Finish in San Diego. But as we know, old girl here's she's been sitting for a minute. And well, it was time to give her a refresher. So the rest of this script, one thing you can't do with me, guys, is I'm gonna speak my mind. A script just ain't gonna do it. Do a close-up shot cleaning and wiping, no problem. You can show some side shots or pour some water to showcase how it beads right off. There's where we're gonna stop, okay? One of the big things a lot of these companies do, and companies, influencers, whatever you wanna call it, is they will spray this on, they will wipe it off, and then they immediately throw some water on it or put the bottle on and watch it slide off. Okay, now I want you to do the same thing. Go in your house. I want you to get a piece of ice. I want you to put it on the counter, right? Still cold, I want you to slide across the counter. It's got a hydrophobic quality to it. So with this, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna spray a little bit on the trunk. I'm gonna clean it off. And then we're gonna wait a couple minutes in this Texas heat as it evaporates off. And then we're gonna see how this reacts, okay? Now keep in mind, I have a little bit of experience actually with detailing. I keep all of my own cars paint corrected now. Show a very distinct before and after shot. It's gonna be hard for me to do. I keep my vehicles clean. Positive thoughts on the product. Well, I'm also gonna give you negative thoughts, and the reason why is because, well, you asked for an honest review, you're gonna get an honest review. Encourage viewers to check out our website. So before we even dive into this, okay, go to their website, use the code 86face, okay? It's gonna give you 10% off your entire order. There you go, you're welcome. So let's see how this stuff works. Now this is what I mean by when I say I keep my car clean, but there's some stuff on here. She's a little dirty, a little bit of pollen. So I mean, the distinct before and after, that's gonna be hard to do because, well, I respect my cars and they stay clean. But before, we got pollen, got a couple contaminants here and there from this damn tree. So we'll get some spray on here in a second. And we're gonna talk about the rags. So the rags they send with their product are not amazing. One of the things I learned a long time ago, lint-free rags as much as humanly possible. Change out your rags very, very, very often. Reason why, contaminants, who knows, little flakes of dirt and whatever get stuck in these things because of the lint quality of them. So I can literally peel off fuzz, okay? While I appreciate this, these not so much. What I do recommend, however, is Elite Finish Detailing out of San Diego. Shout out to my guy Wes. They have a pack of towels. I'll go grab one. Okay, so these are the towels we're gonna be using from Elite Finish. As you can see, when I touch it, it leaves a handprint. That's how plush these things are, okay? But they're also lint-free, okay? Look at that, nothing. One of the big things, yes, you see little cuts out over here. Reason why, these are old. Had these things since 2017? Yeah, and they're still in that good of shape. What Wes also does is when he gives you these or sends these to you, he also sends you instructions on how to keep them clean, how to properly clean them. So you will get years to come out of them. The immediate thing I notice is how thin these are compared to, that's massive. The reason why I'm pointing this out is this does not have a lot of room to be able to trap contaminants. These do. I recommend that all day. But neither here nor there. Let's move those. Okay, you want to just spray? Boom, a little bit of spray there. We're gonna use one rag, and what we're gonna do is wipe and lift off, wipe and lift off, wipe, lift off, wipe and lift off. The reason why I'm lifting off, we don't wanna keep rubbing contaminants around. That's how you get swirl marks. Once again, something taught me by my boy. Switch towel, just notice this one's got a little oil stain on it. We can't get oil stains out, but it's nothing to be worried about. And wipe to a streak-free shine. Okay, boom. So, streak-free sign, nice and shiny. Like, that's crazy. That's the sky, that's the trunk. Pretty good, okay? To the touch, it's a little, honestly, it's a little grabby, which is a little surprising to me. What I mean by that is you don't just skate over it. It kind of grabs your skin as you pull. We'll rewipe that, and then we're gonna give it about 2 minutes in the Texas heat. And then we're gonna see if that little bottle moves. While we're waiting on the trunk, we'll go ahead and spray some of this on the truck. A little Vidar here. You can see that's a lot more dirty, so boom. Then grab a rag. Lift, lift, lift. Flip it around, buff it out. So one of the immediate things you notice is waterless wash-wise, it's amazing. It's very good. And boom, comes in an 8 fluid ounce container. They sent me 2. I don't know if that's how they package it. But waterless wash-wise, look pretty good. Now, we obviously just set this on the trunk. Let's see, how hydrophobic is it? Okay, notice, here, we'll hold this up like this. Notice how steep my driveway is, okay? That is at level, right there. I got a little bubble on the camera. So really it's like this. Now, let's try that again. Okay, let's try this on the side we didn't clean. Oh, okay, well. All right, well, I guess there's a slide effect to it. So, one of the things I've always been told is ceramic coating is a process. I know C-Quartz takes a few days, but we'll keep your car looking brand new, like this thing's 6 years old. Well, 2000, yeah, I'm retarded, 2016, so 4.5 years old, 1 on 5. But boom, still looks brand new, and I attribute that all to great detailing and great products. So, do I recommend the Fortify Quick Coat? Yes, I like it for a waterless wash. The ceramic qualities, yet to be seen. But I have a Red Bull. We're gonna open that up and pour a little bit on here, see what happens. Now, if you've never had the pear Red Bull, well, you are missing out. So, yeah. I ain't wasting a much of this nectar. Let's see what happens. It pools. Okay. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll use their towel to clean that up. So again, like I said, they sent me things to say, and that's cool, but I'm gonna give you guys an honest review. And waterless wash, pretty good. Ceramic coating, no. Sorry, I'm not gonna sit here and be told what to say and have my opinion given to me. So, my idea of Shine Armor Fortified Quick Coat, great waterless wash, not a great ceramic coat. Now let's talk about the next product. So with this whole oil conundrum and everything going on, I talked with my good buddy, Mike, over at MFR. Saw what he was running in his M, because if you've ever seen his M3, one bad M3 MFR, I probably messed that up, but that's what it is on Instagram. Just look it up. I'll post on my story here in a bit. But look him up. That thing's highly, highly modified. I know it's also about to get bigger spoolie boys. And I asked him, what brand oil do you trust? Because that seems to be a very hot topic right now. And it's something that, well, if it can give me a little more life out of the engine and I get a little more self-confidence and a little more, you know, security that I don't have to worry about something breaking, and that's my boy, I'm gonna trust his word. We're gonna see what he uses. So, he got me, well, he actually reached out to Ben at Schaefer's Oil. Ben, appreciate you, man. And we have a truckload of parts coming. Yeah, I mean that literally, a truckload of parts coming from California, either this coming up week or the week after. We got all kinds of aero goodies coming. I've got a birthday gift coming from my boy Mike. A couple of things coming in the Challenger, a lot going on the Corvette, but one of the things that's being sent is thanks to my buddy Ben over at Schaefer's. They're sending me a case of 5W40 oil to use in this. And obviously we're gonna do a review on that, because well, why not? We do a review on everything. And if it's something good, well, like I said, my boy recommends it to me. I know he's not gonna be a bad place. I can recommend it to you. So if you're looking for something now and you're in a boost application on the 3.6 Pentastar, check out Schaefer's. From everything that I've read, everything I've seen, they are the best, period. Or keep doing Pennzoil because Dodge told you to. Now, let's move into the car. It is windy as hell. Let's move into the car. Let's start it up. Let's show you what I mean now by you want to give it a little bit of time to start. And then we're going to take her out. We're not going to do any hits. If you're looking for hits today, this just ain't going to happen. But we are going to go drive her around, get a little bit of the fluid circulating, and burn off the rest of the coolant out of this exhaust. Because when this thing popped, we had a bunch of coolant in the exhaust. A bunch. And yeah, it pulled in the mufflers and we're still trying to get it all out. So I drive around looking like a diesel, except white smoke. Yeah, we did a block test already. Block test passed. So we know everything's sealed properly. We're not worried about that. It's just, like I said, getting the bugs out before we go into tuning. So let's go for a drive. So while I wanted to do a cold start for you guys, we're gonna do it from the inside. Now, before we even start the car, the new oil that's in here right now, we're just doing a break-in oil. It's 5W40 Rotel from, I believe, Shell? Not 100%, but pretty sure that's what it is. And then we're running an STP zinc additive. So, reason why we're doing that, we just want to break in everything, smooth out any surfaces that may need to be smoothed out, and at the same time, you know, break her in, because the little engine that could in this thing doesn't realize what's about to happen to her. So, let's get her started. First thing we're gonna do, prime the fuel pumps. And no check engine lights. Beautiful. Now what I want you to focus on here. See how the RPM range is staying up? As long as we're telling you is literally to like let the car warm up, as long as that's up there. As soon as it drops down to the regular idle RPM range, you're good to drive. Yes, for those of you who are about to point it out, we do have a small exhaust leak. The exhaust gaskets are one-time use, and we had to take them off and retorque them. We got new ones coming when we bolt everything up, and then boom. So, and we're dropping. Oil pressure right now is 77. Keep in mind it is hot as hell out here. Car right now is telling me it is 90 degrees. This will drop as you drop as well. So as that drops, that'll go down. This usually goes down to around 800. Now after about another minute, we dropped another couple points, but watch this as soon as you put it in gear. Boom, keep dropping. And as you drive, things, the viscosity of the oil thins out a little bit, and this continues to go down. Obviously under full load, which means throttle all the way to the floor, you're gonna see it rise. But in any case, that is the proper way that I have been taught now to start this thing up. So in the end, when you're running 540, make sure you go through a proper period and then take it for a drive. All right, so it's been about, I don't know, 10 minutes of driving. Keep it under 3,000 RPM for the break-in period of the new motor. And right now we're sitting at 31 PSI of oil pressure in first gear. So guys, it's nothing gigantic to deal with, but if you want to, you know, preserve the longevity of your engine, I suggest you change or talk to your tuner about what oil to run depending on your climate and tune. There it is, guys. Simple enough today. The car's obviously running. We're driving around doing all kinds of stupid shit. I just wanted to make sure that you guys were well informed with everything going on with the last video. Again, sorry the last video was so damn dark. I just had to make a point, and I think that was mission accomplished. So go check out Shine Armor if you would like some great waterless wash. Again, shout out to Ben and shout out to Mike. I appreciate you, homie. But yeah, everything is looking good from here, guys. Valkyrie's wings are about to spread again. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. Please consider subscribing. I would love to just hit 10K. I'm not sitting here asking for 3 million. I don't honestly want that much attention. 10K though, I think would be super cool. So share this video for anyone who may be even thinking about, you know, a boost application build, just to give them a little bit of clarity. I appreciate each and every one of you. Stay savage.